Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how to capture long exposure photos on your phone, such as this one or the one I posted today. So the things you'll need is a tripod with the shutter button. This is a must, so your phone camera does not move while you take those photos, because if it does move, those movements will show up in your final image. After that is your camera setting. So in terms of camera setting, if you do know how to use Pro Mode, go into Pro Mode and you can control your shutter speed, your ISO and your focus. With Pro Mode, if you do know how long you want your exposure to be, for example, if I want a 10-second exposure, what I can do is do 10 divided by my shutter speed, and this will tell me how many photos I should take to get that exposure. If you don't know how to use Pro Mode, go back into Auto Mode. With Auto Mode, if you do have an object far in the distance, lock your focus on it by holding your finger on the object, and your camera will automatically lock, and you have this thing come up, AF/AE lock. This is just saying that your focus is locked on that object or at that point. After you captured all those images for auto mode, I do recommend taking 200 to 300 photos or more, depending on how you want your exposure to turn out. After you take all those photos, I will show you what to do in Photoshop and how we can merge all those photos and get that long exposure. So I've moved all the images from my phone onto this one folder. So I have around 662 photos. But obviously you can choose how many photos you want for your long exposure. So for my recent post, I only used around 200 to 300 photos, because it does take a lot of memory and it's a long process as well. So after we pull those photos into one folder, I'm going to close it. I'm going to open Photoshop. So on Photoshop, what you do is you click on Script, load files into Stack. Make sure you tick off Create Smart Object. Click Browse. Just for this demonstration, I'm only going to pick a couple of photos, because as I said before, the process is very long. Can take 10 minutes or longer depending on how many photos you have, or can be shorter. Just going to click OK. I'm going to wait for all the layers to load. I'm going to click OK. So what Photoshop is doing now, it's merging all those photos together and creating one smart object. Okay, so Photoshop has now made all those images into a smart object. What we're going to do is we're going to go into Layer. We're going to go click on Smart Objects. We're going to click on Stack Mode and click on Mean. So what Photoshop is doing, it's getting the average of all those images. I want you to notice the difference between this image and the one we're going to get after the average. Okay, Photoshop has finished its process. As you can see, the water's more silky as compared to before. There isn't much movement in the clouds because we only use a couple of photos. Obviously, if you use more photos, you get that fast motion in the cloud. But that's all for today, and that's how you take a long exposure on your phone. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment any other tutorials you guys want to see. Let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial on how to use the Pro Mode on your phone. Thank you.